Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning, Niha. Sawadika to our
Morning. Thank
and
you.
bonjour, Niha, for our audiences from Mauritius and French-speaking countries. And of course, magandang umaga sa mga kababayan natin from Pilipinas. Welcome back to Ask Us Anything Season 2, Episode 5, where we openly answer your questions about digital online entrepreneurship. So today we will be answering one of the biggest questions about how do you balance full-time job while building a business online. So if you've ever said I'm too busy, I don't have enough time, or maybe I'll start when life gets hectic, so this episode is for you. So, if you're watching us for the first time, my name is Mary. I am a stay at home mom. I started this business 3 years ago, and after doing it for 2 years, I was able to retire at age 40. So, doing this full time um, at home with my laptop or cell phone wherever I go. So, good morning again, Niha. How are you today?
Hello. Hi, everyone. It's winter in Mauritius, so it's super cold here. I currently have my socks on to feel warm. Hi everyone, reintroducing myself. You're watching us for the first time. I'm Neha. I'm a full-time professional. I work in sales, but previously I was working in accounting for the past 13 years. And alongside it, I also started a digital business because I didn't want to work my whole career for someone else. I wanted to regain control of my time because I was working too much, and I realized that you work so much, you earn, and you use the moments that matters, that is precious time with your families, make memories, go out and spend time with each other, because at the end of the day, that's what counts more in your life, because you will always have work, but your family won't be here for you all the time. So that's why I started my digital business, and I'm sure this will also inspire you with what we are going to share today. So if you want to learn how to balance full-time work and business, so stay tuned with us.
By the way, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok. If you'd like to send us your questions or connect with us, feel free to do so. We also written our website right here so that you can reach out to us anytime. All right, so we dive into the questions today.
Okay, so with a demanding career, how did you find time to build your digital business? Okay, so at first it's not easy, because when you start something new, you have to adjust your current routines to something new. So it's not easy, but when I started this business, it was more simple that I thought it would be, because this business runs on automation. So I didn't worry about every single little things, like the systems it handles itself. Like I just need to improve myself. So I was working a lot, as I mentioned, but at start, I just focused on what was my priority. At work, I focused on my work, and after coming home, I just used to give 1 hour to 2 hours to check on the business. I did not try to put lots of hours at first, because it would overwhelm me. So I just focus on the priorities, and for me what mattered more was to stay consistent. Sometimes you just do lots of things at start, and then you give up easily because you overstretch yourself, and you sometimes you also aim for perfection. I like to do things perfect. So it was also difficult for me when I maybe I got my first no from someone. So it becomes a bit difficult for you to accept it as well, if you are perfect at everything you do. But what matters is to remain consistent and persevere, and just adjust your routine. we've tried, don't everything at one time, but for me it was just checking my business during my lunchtime and answer some questions, some messages that I get after returning home from work. So these little by little time pockets that I gave to myself, over time it became more and more and more. And also for me, I also changed my career to from accounting to sales because I wanted more time for myself as well. So I just changed my career, and this gave me more time as well to focus on my business. But if you don't want to change your career, this business is something very simple and easy to do. We have working moms who work two jobs who do this business. We have people who with jobs and kids and they have to handle their households. They are able to do this business. So it's all up to you how you will blend this business in your routine. And you know what this business makes it, what makes this business special is that you don't have to pay fees, monthly fees, etc. So you can stop doing this business if your life gets too busy and overwhelming. Because I remember when my father was sick, at his last moments, I didn't focus on this business because I know I can get back to it anytime. And what mattered at that time was to be present for him. So you can choose what matters and still run this business. So that's how it worked for me. And how about for you, Mary?
Oh yes, I started this business 2023 when I was a new mom. So I was breastfeeding. I was torn between should I continue doing my work or should I just be a stay at home mom. So after my maternity leave, I went back to work, and then I realized I don't feel like coming to work anymore every day. It's like I'm dragging myself to work every day. I think it's because I I became a mom and my goals and priorities changed. So before, when I was single like Miha, my priority was, position, title, salary bracket, promotions. Those are the things that I'm interested in. But it becomes different when you become a mom. So all you wanted is time freedom. And to achieve that, you also has and must have financial freedom. So I continued to go back to work. I was a sales executive back then. I was earning a very pretty decent job. I mean, earning a pretty decent salary. But then time freedom is what's more important than me because I was staying late, I was working overtime, and sometimes I come home, my daughter didn't bathe yet because I had my babysitter then, and I had my in-laws helping in taking care of kids. By the way, thank you to all the extended families who always help. Raising a kid takes a village. It takes a village to really raise a kid. Moms alone or parents alone cannot do it. Helpers, babysitters, aunties, uncles, grandma and grandpas are really really a big help. So thank you to all families out there and relatives out there who always extend help to moms. So yeah. So I continued to do this job, executive sales in my corporate company for 2 years. And what I did was every break time, lunch break, I don't go out with my office mates anymore. Like I quickly ate my lunch, and while eating my lunch, I was watching the webinar, I was watching the trainings, because if I stay with my office mate, we will just talk about job anyway. So it's a cycle I don't want to waste my time with. And just keep on talking about gossips in the office. So those are the things I avoided. So during my break times and when I come home, when my daughter is breastfeeding with me, she'd usually take hours. So I'm scrolling online, learning more about the business and talking and texting my leads and business partners. So that's how I survived during those years. And after 2 years, I decided to quit my job and focus on this digital online business full time. So, yeah, calling out all the mothers out there, there is a way. So, if you're watching us right now, it's not an accident. There's a purpose, there's a reason why you found us. Because one of my regrets, right, is not seeing this business sooner. I should have started when I was still single, because I could have gone so far by now. But because this business that we have right now has been in existence for 10 years. So imagine that. And our affiliate partners has been existing for 50 years. So if there's something that we regret is not knowing about this online business sooner, but here we are. We're so happy we got here, and we still have a lot of opportunities to grow and build and expand more. So that's it. By the way, we're having a lot of comments right now. So we probably read them before jumping on the next question. So starting off with Ella, watching from the Philippines. Good morning, Ella.
Hello.
And from LinkedIn, oh, someone's watching us. Indrajit Das.
Thank
Interested.
you for your interest.
Yes, we'll connect with you soon after this podcast. New subject. Indeed, it's a new subject, an interesting subject, especially for parents out there or breadwinners out there who try to juggle work and career. So thank you for tuning in. All right, so we move on to the next
And
question.
before we move on, Mary, I just want to mention that you see, in this business, we don't chase people, we don't force people, we just
Mhm.
educate, we just share our experiences so that you can learn from it and you can also change your life how we are doing. And we are here to help. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so the question is, what advice would you give someone who says, I'm too busy to start an online business? My advice, look at me. I'm wearing a lot of hats. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a career woman back then. I'm also a daughter. I was also a church minister. I'm helping our church. I'm training youth and out of school youth, young people in our church. So I do not know how I did as well, but it's about time management, So prioritizing, just as what Niha said earlier. And I think as you grow old, you must know your priorities and which are what things makes you happy. So right now, for me, what makes me happy is spending time with my family and traveling and helping our church ministry. So those three things are my top priority right now. So anything which doesn't serve these three priorities are not on my schedule, not consuming my time at all. So if I when I was single like Niha, I was spending a lot of time watching Netflix, just scrolling the internet, watching YouTube, a lot of wasted time. But since I knew about this business, I'm not a doom scroller anymore. I scroll the internet with purpose. It's either because I'm learning or it's either because I'm sharing this valuable information to others so that they can also learn and exit their 9 to 5 job and have more options for their families. Because if I was just depending on my salary back then, Niha, it will just pay for the bills. It will just pay for our expenses. But now that we have our online business, I'm so confident to spend more about traveling, and some of the things that I wasn't able to buy when I was younger. Now I can buy everything for my daughter without checking on the price tag and not feeling guilty. Those are the precious things or precious benefits of this business. So, what about you, Niha?
I think you mentioned everything, but I don't wear so many hats that you wear, Mary. I don't know how you do it,
Yet,
but
but you are on
yeah,
the right track. So, before you get to marriage and before you have your children, you already built something huge right here, right?
yeah. So I'll call out to all the youngsters who are single in your 25 to 30s. This is the perfect time because you have less responsibilities. You know, you can use the time after work. Uh, if you have lots of free time, use it to build your business. And later, before life gets busy, like Mary mentioned, she handles so many things. So you have time to start. So use that time, and I'm also guilty of scrolling like crazy. You know, you spend 5 hours and you feel like, oh, what did I just do? Nothing. So you can use this time to build a business. Yeah.
True. So, we have one more greetings. Thank you guys for joining us live. So, one more from Melanie. Hello, Grace and Niha. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
And joining us live. So I guess that's it. So it's a wonderful topic, right?
Yes.
And online business and not wasting your time on doom scrolling.
All right. So thank you so much for watching our episode today, and I hope we have been able to inspire you in the most authentic and pure way, because we don't want to sugarcoat anything. We are here unfiltered to share our personal experience to help you. So if you will be watching us on replay, you can drop us your questions. We will answer it on the next episode. And as we said, you don't have to do everything at one go. You just need to take it step by step, and don't aim for perfection. Don't try to do everything at one time. Just be consistent and persevere with what you're doing, and you will be successful. So it doesn't matter if you have lots of responsibilities, because that's what makes this business special. Anybody can do it, even if you have a busy schedule, or I don't know what is your profession, you can still do this business. So don't let a busy schedule stop you from achieving your dream life. And I'm sure when you start, you will be excited that you will put in more hours to it, and you won't remember that you're busy, because this business will matter more. So take care, and see you next week for another episode of Ask Us Anything with another special guest. Bye bye. Happy weekend.
Bye. Happy weekend, everybody. Take care.